Okay, you guys, what is up? This is OG Senpai here today to do a review of Hunter x Hunter, episode 137, 2011 version. Now, I've been out this past week doing a whole bunch of other shit that it's just annoying right now. Like my summer is not going as best as I had planned. So I apologize for last week. The reason why I said this on this video and not the Magi one is because the Magi one, no, this like for all my videos, the Hunter x Hunter videos get the most likes, get the most views and stuff like that. So I want people to know I gotta figure out a way to get this shit straight. So, anyways, we move on. So this is the beginning of the Hunter election arc, the chairman election arc, the 13th chairman election arc. And first of all, new opening, awesome. The new opening was great. It was basically the Zodiacs. They were all in groups of four. We see Jing. We see this dude named Pariston. We see this girl named Cheeto. It was awesome. It was very very awesome. And we see pretty much like we see the Zodiacs, and the Zodiacs are really cool. Now, and the ending is pretty much like it's the same ending song but with different lyrics, and it has like the ending itself. The visuals are nice. I do like it, especially the end. The end was nice. But anyways, that's what it comes to the ending and the opening. Now let's get into the actual episode. Yo, the beginning of the episode. I remember reading this in the manga and sitting there. I was like, yo, this is so much fucking dialogue, and in the episodes it's not so bad because I know what they're saying. I've already read the manga, so I know pretty much what they're gonna say and stuff like that. Basically, they're trying to figure out how to get the election started, how to run the election, how to make sure that the election makes sense, yada yada yada, stuff like that. And we see pretty much that first of all, Parasite. That's actually one of the main things I want to talk about. This motherfucker, because I've read the manga, I know how weird Parasite is, like really weird. But when I first saw this nigga, I was like, oh no, like this dude straight the fuck up as the antagonist. Like you can say all you want, this arc isn't as great as the Chimera Ant arc, not and Pearson isn't as good as Miriam, but you can easily tell, at least so far, that one of the main antagonists of this arc, quote unquote, is probably gonna be Pearson, because this dude, he looks like a troll at heart. Like this dude, straight the fuck up, looks like a hardcore troll, always smiling and shit, talking about, oh, I want to go see Gon. You already know this nigga's like so fucked up because he wants to go kill Gon and stuff like that. The second character, Jing. Yes, dude. Yes. The character that pretty much started off the entire series. The one that Gon has been looking for ever since the beginning of the story. Jing. I gotta say, yo, Jing is a motherfucking boss. In this episode alone, I was impressed. Because, like, the way he sets it up to where he can manipulate all these other Zodiacs, who, by the way, are top hunters in the world. Like they're like straight up the Zodiacs. The chairman himself picked out all these 12 individuals, like just for these type of moments and shit. But that's how powerful they are. The chairman elected them. The chairman picked them up himself. And what you have to realize is that most of these dudes, minus the tiger dude doesn't look smart at all. Minus the tiger dude, they're pretty smart people. Like they may not be like on Jang level, but they're pretty smart. So in order to actually manipulate them, that's some crazy shit. Like how he manipulated the odds. I was saying, okay, these guys are probably gonna think it's gonna be a 5 out of 6 chance, so I'll coordinate my plan via that way. And how he set up that last rule for the election as a decoy, so that way everyone else would accept the first 4 rules. I was like, bro, this dude's on some other level shit, like real talk. So Jing already looking impressive, and it's really hard. Like Jing, well, for what we see, he's complex in the fact that he doesn't want to be chairman. The reason why he went for the candidacy is just to have fun, just to lay back, just to see what goes on, just to see like just chill, just chill, stuff like that. He's not doing it because he wants to be chairman. He's doing it just to see how it goes, and he's also doing it to further Chairman Netero's legacy. Now, here's another thing. Um, excuse me. Cheeto Yorkshire. This is the third character. that we gotta talk about. She's smart in the fact that she comes up with ways to try and figure out, okay, which rules are we gonna use and stuff like that. She's really smart. Like you can tell that obviously. But one thing that I noticed about the Zodiacs, especially her, is that they all hate two people, or at least they all extremely dislike two people, and that's Jing and Parison. Um, yo, it's crazy shit. So, I mean, with Parison, it's understandable because Parison, this nigga is like straight the fuck up creepy. It's all hell. His smile, smiling, dazzling, and all this shit. It's so weird. But Jing is like, god damn. And of course, we see as the episode continues that Jing is just difficult to deal with because he always wants to have fun. He doesn't give a fuck about people and their. Well, he does give a fuck, but he doesn't like. He focuses more on having fun and having a good time. And despite the fact that like he should be really serious, and he is serious, but he's serious when it comes to himself. Now, with himself and his goals. Now, in the next part of the episode, the actual election itself. First of all, Hisoka. We see Hisoka after, because we haven't seen Hisoka in the Chimera Ant arc, but we see Hisoka straight the fuck up. This dude just comes in there. He drops in a ballot. He tries to drop in a ballot, but he's like, "Oh, the ballot is empty." I'm like, "What the? Why did you come in there?" And we find out apparently that he's going in there because he wants to start a fight. He wants to fight some really strong hunter. And there's this really weird point system that that he uses, and apparently he can use it to like he can use it to figure out the strength and the nen abilities, or how strong their nen is compared to his own. I guess compared to his own, I'm not too sure, but pretty much he has like, oh, this person has 80 points, this person has 75 points, this person has 30 points, this person has 2 points, and he's just straight the fuck up. Like he himself is like he's pretty much like scoping out the competition. He even asked where Jing is. I'm like, you want to talk? You want to fight with Jing, bro? I mean, listen, Hisoka might be more powerful than we even credit for, but it's Jing. I mean, it's motherfucking Jing. Like Chrollo was one thing, but Jing is another. So pretty much he's just trying to find someone to fight, and then he meets up with Illumi, who he's using his disguise. I forgot what his persona's name is, but pretty much they talk, and apparently since Hisoka's been chasing Chrollo around, making sure Chrollo gets his men back, we see that apparently he's been out of the news because apparently he doesn't know that Gon is at the verge of death. Killer was going to head back to their home to find their younger brother, who apparently we don't know about yet, but we'll see through as this arc continues. He just doesn't know shit, which is weird because he usually tries to stalk Gun and Killua around, like, oh, these guys, I just want to follow them around because they have so much potential. I just want to fight them. And this dude gets off whenever he sees Gun and Killua fight. It's just weird. Like, it's really, really crazy. So the fact that he didn't know that Gun and Killua were part of the Chimera Ant hunt kind of threw me off because I'm like, yo, you should know that. I mean, granted, you are chasing after Frollo, but it's been all over the news. People know about the whole investigation already. And of course, he also finds out that Chairman Netero is dead. So he's not fighting Chairman Netero anytime soon. Um, so that's one thing. Now, the whole younger brother thing. Before that, actually, Hisoka does use the point system on Illumi. And Illumi has a points that has like 95 points, presumably out of 100. I'm like, god damn. I'm like, out of 100, this nigga is that strong because his his points are higher than three of the Zodiac that were there around that ballot table. So it's like, dude, his like Illumi's on some other shit. Like that's how crazy that shit is, and I'm surprised. I really am. Because even though I already knew Illumi was strong, I didn't know he was that strong. Of course, I read the manga. I know the 95 point system already, but still, I'm like, damn. Like to this day, that's how crazy that shit is. Now, pretty much, let's go into the actual younger brother thing. They apparently have a younger brother who we don't know this younger brother's name yet, but apparently he's in this picture with the rest of the family, and his face is turned away, so no one sees it. Pretty much, no one sees his face, and he apparently he like Illumi wants to kill this younger brother for reasons not known. We don't know why exactly. We don't know why exactly Illumi wants to kill him, but we know apparently that Killer was trying to go over there and find this brother because apparently this brother might be the key to saving Kong. We don't know why, we don't know how, but we just know that he is. And Illumi wants to kill this little brother, his this little younger brother, and it's like more than likely next week's episode will be focused on this younger brother, maybe through flashbacks. Maybe we'll actually see Killua get to the his home and we'll see the flashback there. We don't know. But pretty much that's the end of the episode review overall. So let's get into the basics and then we'll give it a final rating. The pacing I thought was good. It was good plus pacing of Hunter x Hunter. It wasn't the best amount of pacing, but it was pretty good in my personal opinion. So I'm gonna actually give that a good plus. When it comes to the animation, again, superb, fantastic, amazing animation as usual. So I'm gonna have to give that a great, especially when this may sound weird, but when I saw Parasite come in there, I was like, okay, the animation spiked. But overall, it was great animation. And when it comes to story progression, I'll give that good plus. And no, I'll give that a great. So great story progression, great animation, and good plus pacing. Overall, good plus. So that's a good plus rating for the episode. So yeah, a rating of good plus. Tell me your thoughts about the younger brother. What may be his powers? Is that the reason why Killer was going there? What's this younger brother about? What does this younger brother do? Um, what do you guys think of the Zodiacs? Are you happy to see Jing? I know I am. I know I am. And what about Parasite? What do you guys think about him? What do you guys think about Cheeto? And what do you guys think about the whole election arc in general? Like, what do you guys think? So yeah. Oh yeah, one more thing. What do you guys think of the point system? That I actually do like. I want more clarification on how Hisoka does that whole stuff. So yeah. Like the video if you like it, dislike it if you don't. Rate, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you guys later. I'm Oja Senpai.